Our first lobster. Sorry, buddy, you're gonna be dinner tonight.
This week, we're leaving the busier Exumas behind and sailing further south towards the Ragged Islands, one of the most remote, wild, and undeveloped cruising areas in the Bahamas. But first, we spot an osprey nest on Pigeon Key and quickly learn the local wildlife does not approve of our flight plan. We pass White Sand Cay, thread Comer Channel, dodge coral heads, and make our way to Buena Vista Cay, our first remote stop in the Ragged, where we swim with sharks and endangered loggerhead turtles. The eFoil gets fired up, and somehow we end up catching and cooking our very first lobster. We're Jen and Dave, living aboard our Nordhavn 55. So welcome aboard our Bahamas journey in our floating home Explorado. We're happy you're here. We are just waking up on our Anchorage on Rat Cay, and we haven't seen a sunrise this pretty in a long time. Very pretty. And we got a boat wash, guys. It rained. Not much, but enough to get the salt off this dirty, dirty boat. She's salty. This Anchorage is a touch rolly, as we've got an inlet right behind us. And then, of course, Rat Cay is here with an inlet over on the other side. There's a lot of water movement. We got a lot of swell last night when the tides shifted, so wasn't super comfortable during dinner. I wasn't feeling great, but I don't know if you can see the boat moving around a little bit, but yeah, not happy with the swell. Aw, pretty baby back there.
Got my kiss now.
Our little red sailboat is leaving, so we gotta go check it out.
These little boats with colorful sails are called sea pearls, a 21-foot flat-bottomed double-masted sailboat designed for shallow water sailing in the Exumas. Tiny boats turquoise water with big Bahamian energy, and we've seen this one several times during our travel. After watching the sea pearl take off, we noticed an osprey nest in the corner of Pigeon Key, so we sent the drone up for a careful look from a safe distance using our zoom feature. Caribbean ospreys are mostly a non-migrating subspecies that breed throughout the central and southern Bahamas, including the Exumas. You can often spot their giant stick nests on cliffs, poles, channel markers, and rocky keys. Over time, these nests can become massive, sometimes reaching 10 to 13 feet deep and 3 to 6 feet wide. We were already backing away slowly when we realized this osprey had decided the drone was public enemy number one. We recovered fast, hightailing it back to the boat, and watched as this feathered security guard kept dive bombing our small flying spy. That was a close cut. Just went through the Rat Cay Cut. It's calm as glass, though. But huge swells. I know you guys can't see them. I would try to show you, but these just, whoa, huge swells. We slowly made our way from Rat Cay to Georgetown so Dave could go to work, but once he returned, we started our trek south. While walking on White Sand Cay, we spotted another osprey nest, but this one was occupied. With a lifespan of around 15 to 20 years, ospreys usually begin breeding around 3 to 4 years old. And if they find a good partner and a good nesting spot, they'll often mate for life. The female typically lays 2 to 4 eggs, which incubate for about 5 weeks, and once the chicks hatch, they hang out in the nest for another 8 to 10 weeks before fledging. Their normal call is a sharp little whistle, but get too close to the nest and that cute little bird noise turns into full alarm mode. I think this one is warning me to back off, so we did. we've left Georgetown and decided to head south down to the Ragged Islands. So we stopped here at White Cay. It's a little windy. There's one boat, one sailboat anchored here with us, but we're excited. Gonna go see some new islands, do some more exploring. This is called the Comer Channel. So we only have like 1 foot under keel. You have to wait until high tide. But look at this water. It's flipping amazing.
So I've got this depth the same as that depth now.
Okay.
And that's a true depth that we measured.
But we had to turn our stabilizers off too. Otherwise you get the, was it reverb from the sand? They don't work as well. So we're kind of rocking and rolling up here. So through this little cut, this channel, there are all these little coral heads, little tiny ones. And because we only have, like a half a foot to 1 foot under keel, we are maneuvering between and around them because even if they're small, we get hit. We don't want to damage the coral and definitely don't want to damage the boat. So it's a lot of work to drive through here. It's got to maneuver a lot, but hopefully it's worth it. Surprise, out in this shallow water, there's a dolphin.
Let's go left.
They got bored with us. We're going too slow. We're only going like 4 or 5 knots.
Hey, good morning. We're between Nurse and Raccoon Key down here in the Raggeds. Had a little rough go of it yesterday. Just couldn't find the right anchorage, especially here. We dropped the hook like 3 or 4 times, and it was, as we say in the skiing world, dust on crust. So it was sand on top of shale and just really wouldn't dig in. But we finally found a good one to dig in, and went for a long walk. This beach over here is super long and sandy, and that's awesome. Get our steps in. And there's an abandoned house we're gonna go check out. But more importantly, there's only like 2 boats here, and I think they're leaving today. So we basically have the whole island to ourselves. Winds are less than 10 knots, and seas are kind of calm. And so, in case you haven't noticed, I got the eFoil out this morning. And I don't know what we're gonna be calling it. I gotta check that out. Am I eFoiling, or am I just foiling, or am I boarding? Haven't figured it out yet, but as soon as I saw the calm conditions, I had to get it out. And I've been riding around now for about 30 minutes, and now it's Jen's turn. So we're gonna turn around, head back to the boat, and I'm doing this, it sounds really stupid, but I got the GoPro in my right hand and the controller in my left hand, which is a little unusual for me. And as I turn back into the wind, it'll get a little noisy here and a little bit louder. But as you can see, there's our anchorage, there's our beautiful boat, and there's me not crashing on this thing, which is really nice now. So I can actually go out in some a little bit harsher conditions now. I've gotten it out up at like 15 knots and wasn't really a big deal. You gotta, think a little bit harder and balance your weight and move your weight around downwind versus upwind. But other than that, I'm just loving this thing.
This abandoned house belonged to Edward Lockhart, a Bahamian man many knew as a lone resident of Buena Vista Cay. Like his ancestors of 300 years, Edward lived out here almost completely off-grid, raising animals, growing food, collecting rainwater, and somehow making life work on a tiny remote key in the Ragged Islands. In 2017, Hurricane Irma hit. He was stranded here alone, retreated to the hills, and rescued 3 days later. Today, what's left of the house is a sun-bleached reminder that these islands may look like paradise, but living out here full-time is a whole different beast. Reportedly, Mr. Lockhart now lives in Nassau with his family.
Where'd you go? Oh gosh. Playing hide and seek.
We really gonna do that? Okay, let's go find Dave.
Can you find me?
There you are.
Found another structure.
Oh really?
And these ruins are reportedly the Lockhart family's past dwellings. Edward was born and raised on this island, then came back to live here alone. Now we search for the trail leading to the caves in the hills.
Let's go look further down the beach.
Okay.
This ain't it. We would have to wrap all the way around
Yeah,
to get over the other side.
right. No luck on the trail. Finally made it to the cave, so time for a photo op. We just left the boat about a mile off of Buena Vista Cay, which we are going to snorkel on the southern tip of it. You can see all the black coral over there. And Dave is super excited. He gets to go see fishies.
So excited.
Did you see it?
I need my little spear gun.
Yeah.
Why don't we have it?
We can go back and get it. There's a huge lobster under this rock, but it's a bit far away for us to get it. We can't get it without a spear, so that's what we're looking at. We are going for try number 2 with a lobster, but with this thing. We saw a lobster. He was huge, so we went back, got our little Hula sling, and came back to see if we could catch it. That'd be awesome if we had a big old lobster for dinner. We got a lobster! Our first lobster! That's awesome! And you got it with a spear! Oh, he's whipping around. Look at him. Oh. Our first lobster! Sorry, buddy, you're gonna be dinner tonight. We got another one! We swam all the way out to the tip of that. Oh my gosh. And the current's going out. Did you notice that? Because it's a lot harder getting back. But we got over there really quick. Yay, lobster for dinner, you guys. I'm so excited.
All right, lobster number 1. Spiny lobster. There's no claws. I know some people eat the rest of that stuff, but we're just gonna grab the tail. So just a quick twist.
There's not much on it, honestly.
And then hopefully the sharks don't come and eat this, but if they do,
yep, we've got to give it back to the ocean.
All right, so now we've got 2 lobster tails. We'll go in the kitchen and cut them up.
Okay.
The smaller tail first. I'm gonna cut them. They said to do it with kitchen shears. Might be easier.
Oh, we have those.
Yes, we do. So I can cut them.
And then put them in half.
Yeah. Just might be easier to do it this way.
Yeah.
And crack it in half.
Oh, so you're just gonna like grill half pieces? Okay.
Yep. That way we get it
completely cooked. Yeah.
Yep.
This is awesome because we have purchased lobsters and had to cook them, but these are the first lobsters we have ever caught. Actually, Dave did it all by ourselves. So.
Yay!
Look, there's a lobster.
So now we have four big pieces.
Yep.
And we can throw that on the grill and we'll just baste that with a bunch of
butter and garlic.
Butter and garlic.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants a good business idea, start a barbecue grill for boats that isn't Magma. Magma's okay, but it's not the best. There could be a whole lot better ones, infrared or something. And I think these are like almost disposable now. They last a couple of years, and then you
they're
just chuck 'em.
expensive.
And
That one was like.
this is more than like our at-home Weber rotisserie, 4-burner, infrared, whatever. These things are expensive. So we got the garlic butter. I just flipped them, so we did tail sit down first.
Look at that. Perfect.
You ready for this? Stand right there.
Oh, those sucker fish. The remoras. Oh, there's a ton of them under our boat. Feeding the fish. Oh, look at that. It is about 10 o'clock this morning. We're going to go to the south end where we found 2 lobsters for dinner last night. And we're going to go lobster hunting because we have slack at 10:26. So we don't have a lot of time. And current in there can get like pretty mad. So we are headed out this morning. Wish us luck. Hopefully we'll come up with some lobsters. Loggerhead turtles are the big-headed bruisers of the sea turtle world. Their name came from their massive head and giant jaws built for crushing hard-shelled prey like conch, clams, and crabs. Which makes sense, because the Jumentos and raggeds are known conch grounds. And the ragged islands have exactly the kind of habitat loggerhead turtles love in the Bahamas. They're slow to mature and start nesting at around 25 years old, then nest every 2 to 5 years once mature. During a nesting season, females may lay multiple clutches, roughly 75 to 120 eggs per clutch, about every 2 weeks. Many loggerheads live for 50 years, but some can reach 80 plus years. Hawksbill turtles are known for their beautiful patterned shell and narrow beak-like mouth, which it uses to snack on sponges and other reef goodies. Unlike the stingray that glides over sand flats and seagrass beds using smell and electrical sensors to find buried prey. They flap their wings or blow water into the sand to uncover it, then vacuum it up with their mouth underneath their body.
Go finish it off! did it! Woo! How was it? That other one's huge.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hold this one if you want to go get the other one.
You'll hold this one?
Yeah.
What if it's not going?
I'm going to hold it above the water.
Those little sucker fish riding on the loggerhead are remoras, which may ride along the shell, underside, neck area, or near the tail for a free ride and food scraps. The turtle usually ignores it unless a remora gets annoying or attaches somewhere sensitive. For the turtle, it's usually harmless, and sometimes they may even help by eating parasites or dead skin. But this loggerhead is clearly annoyed.
Yeah, baby.
This is where we caught it yesterday.
We're getting pretty good at this lobster hunting thing, you guys. It's so much fun.
What the hell is that? Oh,
What is it?
is that just the tail? The head's already gone? Bring it back and figure out what the hell it is.
It's moving. Huh.
I don't know.
Where are the antennas?
This odd little creature is a Spanish slipper lobster, often called a shovel-nosed lobster or a bulldoze lobster. It has a broad, plate-like antenna and a flat, armored body that helps it tuck into rocky reefs, coral ledges, and sandy hiding spots. Thanks for being here with us. If you enjoyed this video, liking and subscribing really helps our channel grow. We hope to see you on the next adventure.